Our next guest is the epitome of what customs, classics, and hot rod world is all about. They own and operate what is arguably one of the finest custom hot rod shops in the country. After more than 3 decades of customizing hot rods, they are still excited to open their shop every single morning. It's not just their profession, it's their passion at Extreme Automotive in Corona, California. Simply put, they love cars. Phil, Mary Leatherman, welcome to Horsepower for an Hour.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Man, it is great to have you on board. I want to get right into this, folks. You know, let's start with the beginning. When did you guys know that custom cars were going to be a part of your life?
Well, I was probably about 12.
Okay, 12 years old.
12.
And, you know, I've been playing with cars ever since. I used to have engines and stuff underneath my bed.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're talking with Phil and Mary Leatherman on Horsepower for an Hour, News Talk 1520, KVTA. They have agreed to join us. They both own what the car is called the Wild Thing. It's a 1931 Chevrolet Coupe that blows at least 20-foot flames. Glenn, I was fortunate enough, I'm not sure if it's fortunate or unfortunate enough, to be inside the car when this thing was running, and I just about got a suntan. The heat coming off of this exhaust is absolutely incredible, folks. It was an experience that I'll not quickly forget. Glenn, could you see the flames from back here?
Donnie, I'm about 150 feet away, standing in the broadcast booth, and I could feel the heat over here. And just the sound that was coming from it was absolutely incredible. I would say we need to do that again. Do we get a chance to see that again today?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do it about 2 o'clock.
Oh, nice. All right. We're ready.
That is actually incredible. I want to get right back into this. And Mary, this is for you. You guys spend an incredible amount of time covering the West Coast with these various car events. And we got a chance to see one another a couple of weeks back at an event in Santa Clarita. With all of the time that you spend traveling to and from all up and down the west part of the country, how do you maintain the business as well as showing the car? How does all that work?
Well, we're very fortunate. Phil's son works for us, and so he makes sure that the crew takes care of everything back at the shop so we can go out and promote.
Oh, fabulous.
Business.
Okay, so you've got a family member who's running the business for you. Because Glenn and I were talking about that before we went on air today, because it's an enormous commitment not only to travel and show the car, but also to run arguably a very successful business where many people know of you. You're getting cars shipped in from everywhere to have these customizations done. It's really quite it speaks volumes to who you guys are and what you guys do.
We're very fortunate.
Yes.
Absolutely. No, I've seen just a glimpse of what you can produce. I'm very interested in coming down to the shop itself, and you're down in Corona, I believe.
Yes, we are. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, Donnie, we're going to have to make a point to go down there and just go through their shop, see what they got.
Yeah, in fact, folks, if you're just stepping up or if you're just tuning us in, we're speaking with Phil and Mary Leatherman of Extreme Automotive. They own the 1931 Wild Thing, custom Chevrolet. Now, Phil, tell us what motor is in that?
That's an Aries, 10-liter Aries, 610 cubic inch.
Holy cow, with a turbo 400.
Well, yeah, it's not enough transmission for it, but we don't race it, so we're okay.
Understood. Well, one thing's for certain, if you've had a chance, and for those of us who are here, we've seen it, but for those of you who are not here with us today, let me just try to explain that. One thing we talk about week in and week out here on our show is that radio can't deliver the visual image. 20-foot flames blowing out of the header pipes on this car is quite a spectacle, especially at nighttime, Glenn. That is really a sight to see.
We were at an event, it was just last week, was it?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago, we were at an event, and I was at the other end, and I was watching, and Donnie, you had a chance to get down there, you got some pictures. I was at the other end watching flames that were standing up above the crowd, but it was dark out. Absolutely incredible. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Talk to us, we're just about out of time, but what projects do you guys have in store? What's going on right now? What are you currently working on as far as the future is concerned?
Well, we've got a full custom 60 Buick in there that we're doing. It's a convertible. Then we've got a 57 Chevy with a 609 Sonny Leonard engine in it with a Lenco 4-speed behind it. Then we've got a 66 Chevelle that we're working on, and there's quite a few other little jobs that we're doing.
So once again, folks, clearly it's not just their profession, it's obviously a passion, and it's evident in the conversation that they have. I know before we went on air today, I had a chance to speak with your lovely wife, Mary, and we sat down and we had a delightful conversation.
Thank you.
And she shared with me some things that go on at your shop, and it's what a blessing it is for you guys to have the circumstances, the situation that you do. I did get an opportunity to look at some pictures of your shop, and as Glenn mentioned earlier, I am excited to get down and with our camera crew and do a little bit of video work and just see some of the work that you guys are doing down there. How fun for you guys.
It is.
Thank you.
It is. And it is our life. It consumes our life.
Once again, folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Horsepower for an Hour. We got to take a commercial break right now. We'll be back shortly with some more interviews. Once again, folks, and Phil and Mary, thank you so much for spending part of your day with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll be back shortly.